So we know how they are a part of Plant Rehab.
Of course. So first, thank you all for being here. We really appreciate you coming to celebrate this amazing occasion with us. So I'm just gonna go down how I see you guys on my screen, and so there's only 12 of us right now, but hopefully we can all celebrate together once we get to know each other. So Martin, if you want to go.
I'm Martin Boyd. I'm not on the program. I'm just happy to be here and hear how you guys are making progress.
Thank you.
And I will say that both Martin and Susan have been amazing financial supporters, and it is truly, truly appreciated. I can't tell you guys how much. So thank you, Martin. Who's next on your screen?
I have Susan.
Susan.
Hi, I'm here in Los Angeles. I met Gary here at Planet Rehab here. He was an amazing influence on my beautiful daughter who just graduated top of her class, summa cum laude, a semester early with 2 majors, top in both majors, zoology and biology from Cal Poly.
Congratulations.
She wants to work in wild animal rescue and rehab for her life's vocation. And Gary was an integral part of that because we homeschooled from birth. The only time she went to school was during her college because she thought she needed the certificates to do more. And so I very much encourage your work and support your work and hope to continue to expand my ability to help.
Thank you so much, Susan. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Sebastian?
Yes, I'm Sebastian. I started when was it, July, I think, or something, as a volunteer for the translation. And then wrote some articles for the website and newsletter. Although the last months it's been quiet, because I guess you guys had something else to do than publishing these articles. But also for me, I'm German, I'm still here, waiting for a new job, which I still cannot do because the border is still closed. So yeah, I'm still, the last months have been a bit more busy. I've been doing some other things, but I'm still happy to hear any good news, because I think it's a good time to hear some good news.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy to hear of this milestone.
Yeah,
Thank you. Sebastian's done a tremendous job. Our goal was to have our website translated into, what do we have? German, Spanish, Portuguese, and French, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So trying to make ourselves a little bit more accessible to the world stage.
Yeah. And then we have Jen.
Oh, hi. I'm Jen. I'm a public relations volunteer, and I'm just glad to be part of the team. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for the work that you do.
Yeah.
Really added a lot of meaning to my life, even though I haven't been able to produce the results that I was hoping for, but we're still pushing. And so.
Yeah, we
appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jen.
And then Mathilde, did I say that right?
Mathilde Grand.
Yeah.
Hi, Mathilde.
How are you doing?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
You're welcome. I'm Matilda. You can call me Matilda. And I'm here in Bocas. So I represent an organization here that deal with human development in the rainforest, and we do agriculture. And I'm not a part of the program.
And we worked with Matilda. We actually hosted remember the days before COVID, Matilda?
Yeah, I think it was like 10 days before COVID.
Yeah, we hosted a fundraiser. That was a beautiful event that Matilda put together, that was hosted at Green Acres. That was for all of the people that grow cacao and that ferment it and make chocolate. So it was a great opportunity. And Matilda and I had been in communication months before I even moved to Panama. So it was really fun to to finally actually be able to work together. And Matilda is a great leader, and we're always supportive of her organization.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm here to learn more about, I hear in town and around town on the outer island about the Almendro program. So I want to know more about.
Wonderful. You came to the right place.
Oh.
And lastly, we have Kenya.
Hi, Kenya.
Hi, I'm
Hello.
Kenya. I'm a public relations intern for Planet Rehab.
And she's awesome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you
Cool.
for being part of this this group today.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
So
Absolutely.
now we'll go into some board introductions. And so first we have Gary.
Hola.
Okay. And then we have Carlo, who's also a founding board member, and he's in the call too. And then we have Brenda. You can introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Brenda. I am a board member and I've been working with Planet Rehab for like 2 years at this point. I lead the business development and monthly donor programs, and I am always inspired and excited by what Planet Rehab is doing and what Gary gets up to and where he finds how to help and really apply his expertise. So happy to be part of Planet Rehab. I'm so happy to be here and chat with you guys.
Thanks, Brenda.
Thank you,
And-
Brenda.
Hi everyone, I'm Sky. I'm currently a senior in college, and I'm also a board member, and I help lead the Start a Chapter program, public relations, and the volunteer coordinators. And like Brenda said, I'm always excited to be here and excited to help out. And I'm excited to share with you all of our good news. So,
What good news is that?
well, before that, I just want to recognize the teams that are here because we really appreciate all the work you guys do, and it wouldn't be possible without all of you. So thank you to our public relations team, grant writing team, business development, campaign strategists, and social media coordinators. It's amazing for you guys to be here, and I really appreciate all your hard work, because if it was just the four of us, things wouldn't get done as quickly or as smoothly.
And thank you, Sky. You're amazing.
Thank you.
Indeed. Yeah, Sky doesn't sleep. I know this because I get up to go to the bathroom at 2 a.m. and she's texting me.
I believe it.
Happened.
As of last night was the most recent time it happened.
It happened. And then I just want to, now why are we here? We are here to celebrate Planet Rehab planting over 1,000 endangered almendro trees.
Woo!
Sky, I have news. I have news.
What's
So-
the news?
The news is that we're super excited. So when we started planning this, what was the number we started planning it for? Do you remember?
500.
Initially, 500, right? And then all of a sudden I said, I think we better change to 1,000 because we had surpassed 500. And now we are at 1,374 almendro trees planted. Yay!
Yay.
Very exciting.
It's very exciting. And yay, we see some clapping hands. But now for a little background, like what is just one tree? And so first, a shout out to all these amazing forest guardians, because I haven't had the privilege of meeting them, but Gary has, and it's amazing for them to take these trees and replant them. Gary, do you have anything to say about some of our forest guardians?
Just to let everybody know, I just lost. Sorry, my computer just did something weird. Sorry, I lost all you guys.
Okay.
I'll have to see if I can find you. Anyway,
I still see you.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I just can't see the screen anymore because I got one of these stupid like updated things. Anyway, forest guardian. So someone to be a forest guardian, they have to, first of all, have land that is accessible and land that will fulfill the requirements of the almendro tree. We get some people that are super excited about wanting to plant them, but then we go out to check their area and they're in swamp area, and the almendro tree is not a tree that does really well in swamp conditions. So you have to have the land first, and then you have to have a great desire to reforest. And we keep getting more and more people. Our two most recent forest guardians, one just took 500 more almendro trees, and they're literally building a forest out of it. And another one just about 3 days ago took 70 more almendro trees. So they have to commit to protecting them, to nourishing them during the first 4 years, and then protecting their spot, making sure that nobody ever cuts them down for the life of the tree. So that's pretty much who a forest guardian is.
Yeah, so we're very thankful to these people. But now a little bit, what is just one tree? And so here we have some of our amazing almendros. And so first, we're planting the endangered almendro tree across all of Central America. I believe, Gary, correct me if I'm wrong, we're at 3 mainlands and 5 islands.
Yes, 3 areas on the mainland and 5 areas on the on 5 different islands. And some of these islands are quite large. So basically, we're planting in numerous different areas of the islands as well as on the mainland.
And then why we're planting the almendro tree, it's because it's so crucial to the ecosystem. It's a keystone species. It's the only tree the endangered green grape macaw will nest in. It provides homes to thousands of organisms. And of course, it provides oxygen to all of us. And so that's why this is so important for us to plant, and why we've created a whole initiative around planting this great tree.
So just so everyone understands, in case you don't, the reason why there's a need to plant these trees were secure for a long, long time because this tree is so hard. It was really difficult to cut down. So while other areas of the rainforest were being destroyed, the almendro tree was still pretty much okay. Then along came modern day chainsaws. The almendro tree is so dense that it is termite proof. And especially in an area like where we are in equatorial regions, there's a lot of termite activity here. And so people love almendro trees to build with, so much that they wiped out the almendro tree. It literally is extinct in a lot of areas. So that's why it's gone. And as Sky mentioned, just one almendro tree can be depended upon by more than 1,000 organisms. And it is really, the more that we've studied it, the more that we've come to realize that this, in my opinion, this is the most important tree in Central and South America. If you are interested in learning more, there's a really cool movie, a documentary that's on Amazon Prime that's called Almendro Tree of Life. And it's really quite startling how crucial it is. And I'm just so thankful for all the support that we've gotten in doing this and getting this far. This is since August that we started this. And to already have, we had a 10,000 tree goal, and to already be more than 10% of the way, it's just really humbling. So for everybody that's a part of this, thank you.
Yes, thank you. And then how can you be involved? You can donate $20 to sponsor the planting of an almendro tree. You can volunteer your time with Planet Rehab, like a lot of our amazing people in here. You can share our message with your family, friends, your peers, your coworkers. You can share it on social media, or you can become a monthly sponsor, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But before that, Brenda's going to put up a poll for us, and then we just want to see what everyone knows. So if it's the poll up, I can't tell. Yeah, so you can choose how many acres of rainforest are destroyed each year.
We'll leave the poll up for like a minute or so.
I think everyone answered.
Yeah. Go ahead
So-
and we'll see. All right, here's what everyone said.
Yeah, so that is correct. 75 million acres are destroyed every year. And so our Just One Tree initiative is going to combat that.
Yeah.
So go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to talk a bit about our monthly sponsorship program. So as you see, 75 million acres is a ton, and we currently have one program that is directly aimed to combat that, as we've been talking about, our Just One Tree program. And becoming a monthly sponsor really helps us keep that going, and all donations to the program go directly towards keeping it running and all associated costs with it. It's a really great way to show your support, and if you're able, we're extremely grateful because it really allows us to keep doing what we think is really important, which is planting these endangered species. We do also have another monthly donation opportunity with our native farm survival kits. Those start at $35 a month, and then for our almendro trees, that program starts at $20 a month. And if you'd like to become a monthly donor, just go ahead and go to donor box, and when you click the donate button, make sure to hit the give monthly option, and you'll become one of our really treasured and appreciated monthly donors.
See, absolutely excellent points. And to get there, you just go to planetrehab.org.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to planetrehab.org, and then when you go to click your donation, it'll ask you, there'll be a little box that will say, would you like this donation to be monthly? And you just click on that monthly donation box, and then it'll automatically come out. You won't even feel it. You won't even know that, it won't even hurt. I do want to mention something. We are starting obviously in Panama because that's where we are. I will confess that I have a huge dream goal, and that is someday to be able to start protecting rainforest in the Amazon. I would love to see what we're doing move way beyond just Panama. But of course, everything takes funds. There are times where if donations are thin, Carlo and I just carry the program on our own backs, and we are okay with that. We're committed to doing that. So I mean, those of you that have a history with Planet Rehab, like Susan, know that we had an animal sanctuary in our backyard with 350 animals, and whether or not we got donations, we always made sure all the animals were taken care of. We always will cover all the costs. It is not easy to run a nonprofit, especially when what you want to concentrate on is the work. I can tell you from my perspective, I am so grateful to be where I am supposed to be and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. That is really a magnificent feeling to be in that position. We are absolutely excited to be doing what we're doing. The more resources that we have, the more help, the more support that we get, the more that we can do. If we don't have any resources, we'll still do what we can. We will always do what we can. But the more resources that we have, the more that we're able to do. So thank you for sharing that, Brenda.
Thank you. And then moving on to Gary. He's prepared a little song for us.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I apologize in advance. Sky makes me do these things. So
The people wanted it.
We requested it. We requested it.
Is that Jen?
Yes.
So it's you.
Sorry.
It's you. I have to thank for this. Okay. This is
You love it. Love it.
well, I do love to sing, absolutely. But I just am always leery that I'm going to bore someone. This is a song that is very near and dear to my heart. It's a song that I wrote that is very, I think I identify with as far as the lyrics. So this is called Just One Guy, and hopefully everyone will be able to hear it okay. Can you hear that music? Yes? Okay. Lost in our little world, we say whatever. Lost in our little life, there's just no time to care. And even if it dawns on us, we just dismiss, don't make a fuss. But do we see we're changing life forever? What if one by one we pretend shine? What if one by one we rearrange? Imagining the dream, see a new direction. I believe that one by one we can really change. I'm just one guy doing what I can. Just one guy, nothing special, I am just an average man. Just one guy working on a plan. Not sure what I can do, but I can try. Join me, then we'll be two, and by make our dreams come true. Who can deny what we can do? Even you and just one guy. Just one guy. It's time to open hearts, this bold horizon. We'll move beyond the old, embrace the new. Sing with me the melody. Feel your spirit's rise. Everything is possible. There's nothing we can't do. I'm just one guy doing what I can. Just one guy, nothing special, I am just an average man. Just one guy working on a plan. Not sure what I can do, but I can try. Join me, then we'll be two, and by we'll make our dreams come true. Who can deny what we can do? Even you and just one guy. Sorry about that.
Woo!
Those notes.
Yay.
Those notes, Gary.
Bravo.
Sounds like a Disney song.
Thank you.
Does.
We can make a ride about it. There could be a whole Disney ride.
Well, thank you, Gary, for that amazing song. So now we're going to what's next for Planet Rehab, but first we want to see what you guys would like to see at future events. So there should be a poll on your screen now.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you put that. What I'd like to see
People
is
want,
that,
Gary.
what I'd like to see isn't on there, and that's that Sky send us food.
Ha ha ha.
Can we put all of the above? Just kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you can.
Can you
check
do
them
more
all,
than
right?
one? Yeah, you can, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Cool.
Just a few more people. I think. All right. Let's see what you guys said. See, Gary, it's what the people want. People want you
Oh
singing.
my gosh.
Planet Rehab updates and more videos about our projects. That's really good to know. We'll definitely take that into account for the future. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you,
I
guys.
feel like this is a
Oh, wait, I'll do
setup,
this one.
Sky.
There
I
you go.
don't
That's what.
know. Definitely not.
Here are the results.
But yeah, we will definitely be doing that in the future. So make sure that you keep an eye out for it. So now we have our expeditions. So Gary, do you want to tell people what they can do when they visit you in Panama?
Yes, absolutely. I love the programs that we have going on. I really do. I think that they're amazing programs, but I am most excited about our upcoming environmental expeditions. So what is that? That means that people that are interested in really immersing themselves in an 8-day environmental experience will be able to come out and stay with us, and we will pick them up from the airport and bring them on our little boat, the SS Minnow, all the way out to Green Acres. It's about a half an hour drive. And during their stay with Green Acres, they will be working on the following issues. Number one is reforestation. So they'll be actually involved in the Almendro project themselves. They'll be able to meet our granddaddy Almendro that I've named Almendro the Great. They will be able to help us with our coral restoration project. They'll be able to help us to continue with our pollinator development project, which we are super excited about. Since we've been here, we've planted a lot more plants, flowers, etc., and have really been increasing especially the butterfly populations, and that is just going to increase more and more. Of course, that's huge because without pollinators, we don't have food. They will be able to participate in our amphibian project. There should be the strawberry poison dart frog here. And we believe that because of all of the landscaping that has been done at Green Acres over the years since 1996, that it kind of drove the red frog away. So we are going to be building a specific habitat to help breed the strawberry poison dart frog so that we can release them into Green Acres and really be able to have an entire successful population here. They will also be able to help us mapping the biodiversity. What does that mean? That means that we'll break up into groups, and each group will have a team leader, and we'll have a little sheet with a little quadrant on it, and people will be able to write down all the different types of species that they see, and then we'll be qualifying and quantifying those species as to, are those transient species, are those permanent species, how many did we see of this species, of that species, how healthy does the population look, etc. To give you an idea, if you're not familiar, the species that we see on a pretty regular basis are howler monkeys. Although I will put this out, toot my horn. I saw a capuchin monkey For the first time here at Green Acres, as far as I know, there's never even been a capuchin monkey on the peninsula. Those are the white-faced monkeys. So we have a family of about 50 howler monkeys that visit us at least once a week now. When we first moved here, it was maybe once every 3 weeks. So they're here a lot more now, and we've had a lot of babies. We've had at least 15 to 20 babies, which is super, super exciting. So we have howler monkeys, 2 days, 1 capuchin monkey. We have 3-toed sloths. We have 2-toed sloths. We've had babies of both since we've been here. We have the green and black poison dart frogs. We have what's his name? The Fruit Loops toucan, which is a keel-billed toucan, the one with a really pretty beak. So we have keel-billed. We have brown-throated toucans. We have over 150, I think 157 now species of birds that have been counted at Green Acres. So there's a lot of species that we have here. And so that's what I think the mapping biodiversity part of that's going to be super, super fun. Anyway, those are some of the things that people will be involved with as far as doing the actual environmental portion of it. In addition, Sky, what do you get to do that's fun?
We get to go to Monkey Island.
You get to go to Monkey Island. You get to interact with rescued monkeys. You might have a capuchin sitting in your lap. You might have a Joffrey's tamarin that steals your potato chips. We've had howler monkey come and steal our drinks or take your notebook away from you. And it's ran by a dear friend of ours who's just absolutely amazing, Francine Roy. So they'll get to go to Monkey Island. That's included in the cost. They'll get to go snorkeling. They'll get to go kayaking through our beautiful mangrove cut, and they'll get to go dolphin sightseeing. So all of that is inclusive of our expeditions. If you guys are interested, let us know and we'll send you one of our brochures. It's an awesome, awesome experience. We believe that in May, we should have our little cabin ready to go. And hopefully by then, enough people will be vaccinated. And this is a really great place to socially distance anyway. So that's our expedition program.
Yeah, I can't wait to go. And so you all should go when you can, because I'm always jealous of Gary and I can't wait to have my own pictures from Panama. But
and Sky, you're going to be here when, in May?
In May.
Yay. So you guys come enjoy Sky.
So other things upcoming is on our social media accounts. So I've put our social media account names. If you guys don't follow us, you should, because that's where we update about events like this. All of our new forest guardians, Gary posts on Facebook, as well as donor spotlights. But we'll also be having monthly vegan recipes, documentary reviews of how to educate yourself on the environment, getting to know some of the animals that Gary just said that are at Green Acres, and giving you a little bio about them. Of course, a donor spotlight, because this wouldn't be possible without you guys, and so much more. We have a lot in the works, and so we can't wait to share this with you. So make sure you follow us or like our page on Facebook, interact with us. We love to talk to you guys, and we want to hear more of what you guys want to see. And they're on the site, so anything that you want to see, I can bug Gary to get. And then also we send monthly updates about what Gary and Carla are doing in Panama, as well as what the rest of our teams are up to. So make sure, if you haven't subscribed to our monthly newsletter, that you do so, and you can do that on our website, planetrehab.org. So make sure you scroll down and you subscribe today, so you never miss a Planet Rehab update. And then you can also volunteer with Planet Rehab. So we have all these positions. We have some of the people here that volunteer with us or intern with us. So if you're a student, you can get college credit, or just an opportunity to grow yourself in the nonprofit business or any other business. We have article writers, public relations, grant writers, people who help us with the website, business development, campaign strategists. We're looking for a financial analyst, social media coordinators to help with everything that I said above. So if you're interested, make sure you reach out to us. You can do that on Volunteer Match, or just send us an email or a message on social media, and we will get back to you. And then also, we had them here earlier, but I think they had to go. But you can join or start a Planet Rehab chapter. We had 2 girls from our New York chapter here, and they were here earlier, but I think they had to leave. But I just want to shout them out. Hopefully they see the recording of this on Facebook. But we really appreciate the work they're doing. They're right now planning a walkathon for Planet Rehab in New York City. And so that'll be happening in April. And all of the proceeds, they're fundraising for us. And they're also having a school fundraiser. They're in high school. And so they're doing it with their fellow clubs. They're getting their teachers involved. And so it's really awesome to see young people getting so involved in our organization. So if you want to start a chapter, feel free to reach out to me and we can get that started. Or if you want to join an existing one, right now we have New York. So if you know anyone in New York, you can tell them to join our chapter. But we're always looking to start it in all other places since we're going global. And now Brenda will tell you about some business opportunities.
Yeah, so if you or someone you know has a business or part of a business that is looking to partner with and sponsor an organization, please let them know about Planet Rehab. We are always looking for business sponsors to help us spread the word and to display on our website as a show of gratitude. And we have the very similar monthly donation options available. Businesses can become forest champions and native community partners, or both. And we will definitely make sure to thank them in the appropriate manner. So if you or you know anyone who might be interested, please let them know about us or send them our way, because we'd love to chat with them and see what we can partner with. So yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
Also, I think this is probably a good time to also open it up, since you mentioned that if anyone has any ideas that we have not pursued, we're always open to other ideas for any way to fundraise. No one likes to fundraise. It's not a fun thing to do. I get it, but it's the only way your organization can do what you got to do. So we're open. If anybody has any ideas that they would like to share, hit us up.
I'll throw something out for you, Gary.
Yes, sir.
You know, I think I sent you a message earlier about this family that's just sailing around the world called, and they have a YouTube channel called Sailing La Vagabond. And they've picked up on several causes as they travel the world and get their followers to donate money. And they've passed through the Panama Canal a few times over the past several years. I think they've been sailing for 6 years now. And I would just love it if, you know, they highlighted your place next time they come through Panama, get them to swing by, see what you're doing, and get their thousands of followers to see what you guys are doing there. I think that would be just a,
It's
you know,
Sailing,
a great way to partner with them.
Sailing La Vagabond, L-A Vagabond.
Correct.
Is that correct? Okay. That's a great idea. We have, we've actually been on numerous YouTube channels with different cruisers that have come out here. I think the largest one that we did was Project Atticus. They had, I don't know, was it Sky 125,000 followers or something like that on theirs?
yeah,
And then we just did another one, although they're really new. But I absolutely we'll see if we can reach out to them. I also have been in communication with nomadic, babe, what's it called? Nomadic what?
Nomadic movement.
Nomadic movement. Thank you. Yeah, I've been talking to Kaylee back and forth because they have a huge YouTube channel and they were traveling. Martin, instead of traveling on the water, they were traveling on a bus all the way from the States down to Panama. And then they ended up settling in Panama in the Boquete area. And as soon as things are safe, then they're going to come and do a show here and stay with us for a couple days. So
They're this catamaran that they have, they're right now in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, headed toward the Bahamas. And
okay.
So from there, I don't know exactly where they're going. I think it's the States, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the near future, say the next 6 months or so, they want to swing through Panama. So now would be a good time to contact them and start making some arrangements.
And you found them through their YouTube channel?
Through their YouTube channel. They put
Okay.
out a video every Monday and sometimes
okay.
Friday as well on their exploits. And it's a lot of fun to follow. They have a pretty big following.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We will definitely reach out to them. That's an amazing opportunity. But yeah,
Great.
and then we just have some final reminders. And if Brenda, you want to put up the last poll.
Definitely.
I feel like I'm in school. I feel like there's tests going on here.
So this poll is just asking you guys what you want to learn more about. So we have a lot of things going on, of course, in Planet Rehab and at Green Acres. And so we just want to see what you guys are looking for and try and give you that content.
Yeah. It's fun seeing you guys answer and like all of the for exchange. Great, everyone's answered. So let's see what you guys picked. So native plants at Green Acres and biodiversity projects were the two big ones. But it looks like you guys are interested in everything, which is really great to hear. Thanks so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you. And so these are just some final reminders to make sure that if you use Amazon, to use Amazon Smile and add us as your nonprofit of choice. It's no extra cost to you, but it does help us out. Donate if you can, because we really appreciate it. And you're able to plant trees and give people a more sustainable way of life. Also follow us on social media, like I said, and that's where we post a lot of updates, especially on Facebook. If you like our page, that's where you'll probably see it first. And if you can get involved either with us or just making your own environment a better place, because it starts with us.
Hey, Sky, what if it's my birthday?
If it's your birthday, you can
Yeah.
have a Facebook fundraiser. If you use Facebook.
What's that?
So Facebook allows you to dedicate your birthday to fundraise for a nonprofit. And so we've had some amazing people do it for us. And so if you're able to and you use Facebook, well, you should all be on Facebook and like our page, but you should dedicate your birthday to Planet Rehab and get your friends involved. And hopefully that will widen our reach as well, because we know you all care about the planet. And so it just helps us do our work faster.
That's a great idea. I'm glad you brought that up, Sky. Thank you.
So yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone here. We really appreciate your time and being here. And we appreciate your support among everything else.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming to our celebration event. We, like Sky said, all of your support just means the world to us and lets us do what it's really important.
I want to echo.
Save the world. Yeah, Gary?
Absolutely. I was just saying, I want to echo what you guys said. I also want to thank Carlo for all of his support. The team members. Jen, I know like you've been busting it out. Jen's been like bugging me, Gary, you need to do this. So thank you, Jen. Thank you, Brenda. And especially Sky Sky, I mean, her whip hurts when she hits you with it. I don't know how she gets it through the internet, but Sky, you're a great taskmaster. You really are. We are so lucky to have you to guide everything and put everything together. So thank you. Does anyone have any questions about anything that we've discussed?
Are you gonna do this more often, like these update events? Because I was I think I subscribed to the newsletter, but I don't receive it. Maybe I'll just do it again. So I was wondering what's happening, because I don't really use Facebook or anything. So I was thinking maybe you do something like this more often just to see what's up or what's news. It's interesting to hear.
I think it's a good idea. Sky?
Yeah,
think?
Brenda and I have actually been having some stuff planning in the works, but we definitely want to do some updates. But Brenda, maybe you can talk more about the workshops we're planning.
Yeah, so part of the reason we kind of asked you guys like what projects of Planet Rehab you'd be interested in learning about and getting updates on is because we want to start having events like these, but specifically more about projects so people can have questions and see just a bit more in depth of what's going on. And sorry to hear about the newsletter. We did send out a reminder, but we might have to check it to see if there's any issues going on with it. But we will be definitely sending out information via the newsletter. We'll also, probably a good idea to put information on our website as well, so you guys can find things there. But we're definitely planning to have more virtual events like this with more information, just so you guys can see more what we're up to.
Yeah, Sebastian,
Good
I
to
have
hear.
your email, so I'll definitely
Ah.
I'll do it myself and add you. So
Okay, perfect.
I have you on there.
Yeah, I was wondering if maybe I mistyped. And I'm not sure, because it can happen.
You wrote it in German, Sebastian. That's the problem.
Possible.
But yeah, we're hoping to have, well, we're aiming towards more monthly events once we get going and plan things. And so hopefully we have monthly workshops for you guys to just educate you more on our initiatives, what's going on, and how you can be a part of it. And of course, our updates, because things move so fast. When we first, like Gary said, when we first started planning this, it was for our 500 tree celebration. And now we're at over 1,000. So we want to keep you guys up to date as well.
Mm.
But yeah,
Great to hear.
does anyone
Hey,
else?
great question, Sebastian. Sometimes I don't get it too, so I appreciate that. Thank you. Anybody else have any questions? Well,
If
thank you,
anything
everybody.
comes up, you can definitely hit either Gary, me, or Sky up with any questions, either on Facebook. I think Gary's email might be somewhere in
Yeah.
the chat.
And we're also going, I don't know if we've had it done yet, but we're going to have the expeditions brochure so people can download it from the website, right, Sky?
Yeah, that should be coming up this week in an update.
Awesome.
When will those expeditions start occurring?
Well, it's really contingent upon on how fast we get our first cabin done, and it's about 3/4 of the way through. But because our builder now has COVID, we're planning on having it done in April. So hopefully, if not in April, hopefully by the first 2 weeks of May. And as soon as that's ready, what we plan on is having, kind of a dorm situation. So we'll have, there's a loft that will have two twin beds, but twin mattresses, but those can be pushed together if it's a couple or a family. And then we plan on having 3 bunk beds. And then, so that would be basically 8 people. Then if we also have a room downstairs. So if there was 8 students and 2 chaperones, then we could basically put up 10 people. So So definitely in May, hopefully we'll have everything taken care of.
Yeah, hopefully I have a place to stay.
How is I know it's not related, but how is the vaccine rollout going on in Panama? Are you guys going to be able to get the vaccine at some point?
Yeah, unfortunately, Bocas isn't a priority. I think Panama City is the priority.
Yeah, I wonder if you go into
yeah.
Panama City to get it, or
So they're rolling it out in tiers. I think similar to the way the U.S. is.
Yeah.
So it starts out with, I think, people 60 and over, and then the next tier is people that have health conditions from like 16 up to 60, and then it'll open up more widely. So in Bocas, they've started the vaccine for healthcare workers, and they've started the vaccine for people that. So I've heard that some of the people that are over 60 have received it. I don't know. I'm just on the list, so you have to kind of sign up.
Yeah.
And so I don't know at what point it'll happen. The good thing is Panama is a very small country. There's only 4 million people in Panama. And one of the challenges, if you're not in the US, apparently most of the vaccines are tied to the United States right now, and that's worldwide. And so until the United States gets vaccinated, then it's going to be really slow rolling out for the rest of the world. But
Awful.
according to Biden, by May, all of the vaccines will be available for people in the United States.
Mhm.
So I feel like, we're turning the corner, and hopefully this will be done and we'll be over, be able to move on.
Mhm.
Hopefully you guys can get it pretty soon,
I hope
What about
so.
other
yeah.
vaccines before coming there to Panama? For an 8-day expedition, I would think that maybe you need to go through the trouble of getting vaccinated.
I think that's kind of like a personal choice. We didn't get anything out of the usual. You obviously want to have a current tetanus shot, but there's not, like where we are. There aren't a lot of mosquitoes. There's, it's pretty safe. So you can always go to your doctor and say, hey, what do you recommend? But when we moved down here, we just moved down here. There wasn't any recommendations. That's a good point.
Yeah, well,
Sebastian, are you in Germany right now?
Yeah, I'm still here.
How's the COVID situation there? Is everyone on lockdown again?
Yeah, it's they wanted to open back up, but now in Europe, it's most countries, it's sharply rising again, and it's a big trouble with the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine not delivering enough, and people are arguing because EU is exporting more than it uses, and it's very messy. And in Germany as well, it's quite yeah. You can go out and meet like one other person or something, but not much more. It's
what percentage of the German population has been vaccinated? Do you know?
I think like 10% for all of, like we spread out evenly across the European countries. Everyone has like 10%, except for I think like Hungary or something, because they're using from China and Russia. But we have around 10% with the first shot, I think, and maybe 4% or something with the second shot. So they're aiming to have like 70%, I think, by the end of summer. So end of September. Let's see. I'm still optimistic, but yeah, because I'm waiting to go to Japan, and there it's even slower, and it's even more messy. So yeah, not the best. The US is doing really, really well. So that's impressive to see.
It's quite a turnaround.
Yeah. Yeah, but it will be good for everyone if they like, you can tell how like powerful the US is if they really put everything into it. They just push through. So I think it will be good if they can probably share with all of, like with Canada and Latin America and South America. I think they will share there. So
Right.
that will be great to see.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I know COVID isn't directly related, but it kind of is indirectly related to everything that's happening right now. So I appreciate you sharing that. Does anyone else have anything that they'd like to bring up before we terminate this beautiful, wonderful experience that Sky and Brenda put together for us?
And thank you, Kenya. She helped make the slides a little nicer.
Thank you, Kenya.
Yes, thank you very
awesome.
much to Kenya.
No problem. They were already great. They were perfect.
She's a whiz with
Kenya
Well,
puts her
we
pizzazz.
appreciate you. She's a slide wizard. It's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, so
Cool.
thank you, everyone.
Well, thank you,
We
everybody.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
We hope you have a great rest of your day, and
Thanks
yeah,
so
make
much
sure
for
to connect
coming.
with
We really
us.
appreciate you.
Yeah, make sure you connect with us.
All
And
right.
we're gonna go.
Everyone, thank you.
Yes,
Well-
please.
We're gonna go plant some more trees.
Ciao, ciao.
Yay.
Thanks, guys.
We'll connect
Bye.
soon.
Thanks for joining.
Bye-bye.